guys, and welcome back to my channel. I'm here to do a pregnancy update for you. I believe this is for weeks 8, 9, and 10. So it's been a little while since I've updated you, but I have felt like complete garbage. So that's been part of it, and just because of the holidays and that craziness, I have no idea how people do Vlogmas and carry on with their lives during the holidays because it's crazy enough already. But anyway, so let's just get into it. So in my last update, everything had been going well. I'd only had one ultrasound at that point, and I think shortly after that update, like a day or two later, I had had some spotting, and it was just brown spotting, but it still made me really nervous because I had never experienced that before in any of my other pregnancies. At 7 weeks and 5 days, I believe I had that spotting. So I called my doctor and they told me that there was really nothing they could do, which I knew, but they did say I could come in for an ultrasound just to double check everything and see if things were still going well and baby still had a heartbeat, which I was happy to do because that was my biggest concern. So I went in at 7 weeks and 6 days the next day and had an ultrasound. They did an abdominal ultrasound, which I was surprised that they did that early, but they were able to see the baby and everything looked great. The baby was measuring right on track at 7 weeks and 6 days, so right on my due date, and measured exactly, a week and 1 day from the last ultrasound. So I was really happy to see that there was the right amount of growth and the heartbeat looked great. And I think I mentioned in my last update that I was a little bit concerned about the heartbeat being in the 120s and that I would have liked to see that number be higher. And I was really happy to hear that the heartbeat was 176. So that was really reassuring. So I was really happy about that. So the spotting went away the next day. So that was great, that it was short-lived. They did tell me that I needed to be on pelvic rest and to not work out for 2 weeks from that bleeding episode. And if I didn't have any bleeding, then I could resume normal activity. So I didn't have any more bleeding for those 2 weeks. So actually it was more like 3 weeks. I just yesterday went for like a light walk, jog kind of workout on the treadmill. It didn't do any lifting, which I think I was doing leg presses, so I think that's what might have caused the bleeding. They did say I had a small SCH, a subchorionic hematoma. That could have been caused from the lifting, which I'm obviously not doing anymore. I don't know why I didn't think about that I shouldn't be doing that, but I guess I figured you shouldn't be lifting things like from a standing position. I didn't think anything about like working your legs, but now I know. And thankfully everything is fine. My next appointment was at exactly 9 weeks, and that was just a appointment with a nurse practitioner, kind of like a normal intake appointment. So we just kind of went over my history and plans for genetic testing and things like that. They did do a quick ultrasound to see, to check the heartbeat because I guess they feel like I was too early for the Doppler at that point. They didn't measure the heart rate, but they did see the baby and everything looked great with the heart. We could see the heart beating, but they didn't measure the heart rate, which was fine. So they have me scheduled for all kinds of things. I have to do a glucose test, a 1-hour glucose test at 12 weeks because of my history of gestational diabetes and all my prior pregnancies. So I'm really hoping I pass that. And then I have a lot of blood work and all kinds of stuff. I went today actually for my Panorama blood work, which is the non-invasive prenatal testing to test for, it's just kind of a screening. It's not diagnostic, so it tests for Down syndrome, trisomy 13, 18, and some other chromosomal abnormalities that are fairly common. So I'm really hopeful that that will come back well. That will also tell us the sex of the baby. I don't want her to tell me over the phone. My friend wants to do a gender reveal for us, so I'm excited about that. I think we'll be doing that kind of middle of January, assuming everything looks great. I have a nuchal translucency scan. I don't know if anybody has heard of that. I'm sure you probably have heard of that. It's the NT scan where they check the fluid measurement at the back of the baby's neck at around 11 to 13 weeks. So I have that scheduled for at exactly 12 weeks. So I'm hopeful that will look great as well. Yeah, I think that's all that's really coming up. I have a lot of kind of appointments coming up, so it's going to be a busy couple of weeks with the glucose test and getting those blood work results back. the NT scan, and I do have an office appointment next week sometime. So, but I don't think anything big will be happening at that appointment. So I'm excited about all this stuff coming up. As for this channel, we're going to be doing a gender predictions video. So that will be, I think I'm going to try to get Lee to sit down with me because he can kind of help answer some of those questions, like the old wives' tales, where you, like if you're craving salty foods versus sweet, that could mean boy or girl, that kind of thing. So we're going to sit down and do that. I thought that might be fun before we find out the gender. Of course, there'll be a gender reveal video. I think that's all that will be coming up as far as big things. I'll be doing my normal updates as well, but those will be some bigger, more fun videos to look out for in the next couple of weeks. And just real quickly, I'll go over my symptoms and how I'm feeling. I still feel nauseous. I don't feel as tired, which is good. I still am tired, but it doesn't feel as terrible. So that is good that that's easing up a little bit. But I've been taking my diclegis every night, which I actually just ran out of, and I'm hoping that they can call me in a prescription because I'm dying. I thought, you know, I'll just try one night and not take it and see how I feel the next day, and I couldn't get off the couch. I was so nauseous, and I just ate a little bit of like chicken noodle soup that day, and that was about it. That's all I could manage to stomach. But so I definitely still am needing that diclegis, so hopefully they can fill that for me. I feel like I am showing a little bit. I mean, it's just kind of my uterus has popped up a little bit, pushing my belly fat out a little bit, so it's not really a true bump yet, but I feel like I am showing a little bit more. And I did find the heartbeat on my Doppler that I have here at home. I think that's it as far as symptoms, really, and how I'm feeling. I guess I will show you my belly. It doesn't, there's not really too much going on, but I guess I'll show you for progress sake. Okay, let's see here. You can see it at all. Just a little bit of a little bump. I'm getting a little more uncomfortable in my current pants. I'm fine in leggings, obviously, but I think I want to go pick up some maternity leggings. I hate maternity jeans and maternity pants. They just never seem to fit right, so I just need to go find some maternity leggings. But anyway, I think that's it for this update. I will probably be trying to do that gender predictions video in the next week or so, and there'll be probably a 12-week update, something like that, after my NT scan and when I get all those results back. And then obviously be watching out for the gender reveal video. That will be, I think we're planning on doing that around the 20th of January, so a few days after that probably is when I'll be getting that up, so keep an eye out for that. If you guys have any questions for me, leave them down below. I don't know if I have enough questions, if I want to do some kind of Q&A, but if not, obviously I can just answer them down in the comments, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye!